I'm okay. You know, there's this thing, and it happens quite often. This thing where we'll be asked how we are, and our automatic response is, I'm okay. Now, sometimes it's true, but other times that I'm okay is covering up the fact that I've had restless nights, breaking moments, worries on top of worries, and I hate to say it, even suicidal thoughts. But to you, to a stranger, a teacher, a classmate, a friend, even my mother, I'll say I'm okay. I don't want to be put into this box, into this label, where I'm known as that sad and depressed person no one wants to be around. I'll fake a smile if I have to. Laugh, be as friendly as possible, and act like I know what the hell I'm doing. Maybe if I pretend on those really bad days, I'll start to feel like I'm actually okay. You know, fake it until it feels real. It sounds crazy, silly, but we all do it sometimes. I just happen to do it more often than others. Muster up some energy from who knows where, and use it in order to function. To keep a conversation going, to feel like I'm not out of place. I feel my heart beating, my chest moving, and I know that I'm alive. And yet I sigh. Because I feel like I'm not meeting this quota that I need to fulfill. I'll meet your eyes and give a friendly wave while inside I feel a horrible weight crushing me down, shaky hands and sporadic thoughts that remind me of all the things I fear. I question. I wonder. I try to avoid. But hey, I'm okay. The sun has come up and has given me another day. So I'll play. I'll play the part when it's not really there. Look joyful, full of life. Look like someone that has the world in their hands. I'm okay, is what I'll say. So no one will see the hurricane that is slowly coming my way.
I want you to imagine a 10-year-old version of yourself sitting right there on this couch. Now, this is the little girl who first believed that she was fat and ugly and an embarrassment. I want you to imagine her sitting there right now. Now, tell that little girl she's fat. Tell that little girl she's ugly. Tell that little girl she's an embarrassment and worthless and useless. Because that's what you do every single day when you say that to yourself. When you convince yourself that you're an embarrassment and a burden. But don't you think she's ugly?
No.
No? Or fat?
No.
No? Or an embarrassment? Or horrible or worthless?
Just stop it! No! Right? No?
What do you want to say to that little girl? If she said to you that's how she felt about herself, what would you tell her?
That she's fine. That she's perfect.
Well, that's what you need to tell yourself. Every time you feel that panic, that anxiety, you need to soothe yourself like you would soothe the little girl. Yeah? You need to tell yourself that everything's going to be okay.
Why is this so hard? This is so silly. Like, why is this so hard? Just say it. I'm not doing great. In fact, I can't remember the last time I felt this bad. I think I'm going through... Why is this so hard? I think I'm going through another depressive episode. Why am I getting so emotional? Like nothing has happened. Literally overnight, I went from being completely fine to feeling really, really low out of nowhere. And I'm not sad. I know it's not just being sad, because nothing in my life has happened for me to be sad. Like, my life's good. Nothing bad has happened. There's nothing that's changed in the last 2 days that's caused me to feel this way. And I recognize these feelings. These feelings are the feelings I had back when I was really, really depressed. And it scares me. And there was always that fear in the back of my head that it'll come back. But I guess I just wasn't prepared for it. I don't feel good about myself. I feel really unconfident, I'd say. I don't want to show myself to the world. It's almost like a switch has gone off in my head, and it's just, I think so low about myself. And I don't know where it's come from. And I know it's just in my head. And I know that I sound really crazy right now. But this is how I feel. Like, I'm always on the brink of crying. I'm always really emotional. I don't know why. Literally 3 days ago, I was fine. And which makes me sound so crazy. And the sad thing is, I know exactly what I'm feeling, because I've been through this before. If I need to fix this, I need to fix it myself, for me, and I don't know how to do that. I hear words in my comments sometimes like, oh, you're so inspirational, or you're a good role model. And I think that's why I'm making this video, because as much as that is incredibly flattering, and thank you for feeling that way, I can't help in my brain read that and feel pressure. I read that and I think, okay, I need to be someone worth being a role model. I need to be like up here so that I can justify people feeling that way about me. And sometimes I don't feel up here. Sometimes I feel really down here. And I feel like I can't live up to that standard. And I know no one's forcing me to be a certain way, and that it's me, I put in that pressure on myself. But I think that's why I'm making this video, to show you guys that, you know what, I'm not okay. I'm not doing great. And it sucks. I hate that I cry all the time. Every one of these videos, I'm just crying all the time. You know what? This is the reality of having mental health issues. This is how you feel sometimes. Don't even know what to say other than this is how I feel right now, and I don't feel very good. I just feel like I want to hide. I just want to hide. I want to just stay in bed all day. I don't want to hide away from the world. It's like this feeling, if I'm to describe this feeling, it's like this sinking feeling inside, and it just weighing me down, and it's just like this sad sinking feeling that eats away at you all day. No matter what you do to distract yourself, the feeling always comes back, and it just eats away at you and makes you feel so small. A week ago, I was this happy, confident, like I was so passionate, I was happy, I was loving life, and now it's just flipped, like that, and it just controls your life like that. And I realize when I'm saying that, I sound crazy. Because if you don't have mental health issues, you're not gonna get it, and it does sound crazy. I know. And I was not expecting, like, if you said a week ago I'd feel like this, I'd say, no. No. This is just, I'm just a mess. Okay. I think I've done enough crying now on camera, and I'm gonna go. I don't know what the point of this video is. What am I? I'm so all over the place. Anyway, yeah. This is real life. This is me being honest. And I'm probably going to regret putting this on the internet because it's on the internet. It's there for life. But yeah. Okay. Bye.
The real violence. The violence that I realized was unforgivable. It's the violence that we do to ourselves.
It's always there, even when stuff looks good. But mostly people just look right through it. What's the it? Just how everything's always slipping away. How everyone's always kind of dying inside. So sad everybody really is.
I have been so lost. I've been losing my mind. You don't even see it. You don't even care.
You know, it's so dark. It is so dark here.
Maybe I didn't really want to kill myself, but I kind of did. Does that make sense?
This is what life is. Fear, rage, desire, love. To stop feeling emotions, to stop wanting to feel them, is to feel death.
You know, it reminded me of how I feel sometimes.
How's that?
Like I'm on the verge of just blowing up. You know, all the stress and pressure and anxiety just bubbling up. But I'm never able to let it out like that. You know, I just keep it inside.
Don't you get it? I'm nothing. I'm the school joke, a failure. You don't know what it's like to be worthless, where nothing you do matters.
Losing what I used to be, and I'm over.
I feel that way every day of my life, every damn day.
You know when you're drowning, you don't actually inhale until right before you black out. It's called voluntary apnea. It's like no matter how much you're freaking out,
I'm just a caterpillar.
the instinct to not let any water in is so strong that you won't open your mouth until you feel like your head's exploding.
Swept by my mind's typhoon.
Then when you finally do let it in, that's when it stops hurting.
And I'm all I see.
It's not scary anymore. It's actually kind of peaceful. Yeah, aside from the not sleeping, the jumpiness, the constant, overwhelming, crushing fear that something terrible is about to happen.
The persistent feeling of being under threat.
I mean, it's not just a feeling, though, right? It's like it's a panic attack.
Wish it was no damn place.
You know, like I can't even breathe.
We shouldn't listen
Like you're drowning.
to the angst and
Yeah.
wish it could be different. Wish it was no damn place here. Oh, I shouldn't have listened to the angst and
You know, it reminded me of how I feel sometimes.
How's that?
Like I'm on the verge of just blowing up. You know, all the stress and pressure and anxiety just bubbling up. But I'm never able to let it out like that. You know, I just keep it inside.
I'm falling.
Don't you get it? I'm nothing. I'm this school joke, a failure.
Everything
You don't know what it's like to be worthless, where nothing you do matters.
losing what I used to be, and I'm over.
I feel that way every day of my life. Every damn day.
You know, when you're drowning, you don't actually inhale until right before you black out.
There have been too
It's called voluntary apnea. It's like no matter how much you're freaking out,
I'm just a caterpillar.
the instinct to not let any water in is so strong that you won't open your mouth until you feel like your head's exploding.
Swept by my mind's typhoon,
Then when you finally do let it in, that's when it stops hurting.
and I'm all at sea.
It's not scary anymore. It's actually kind of peaceful. Yeah, aside from the not sleeping,
Golden voice of
the jumpiness, the constant, overwhelming, crushing fear that something terrible is about to happen.
The
started a wildfire.
persistent feeling of being under threat.
I mean, it's not just a feeling, though, right?
Wish it could be different.
It's like it's a panic attack.
Wish it was no damn place.
You know, like I can't even breathe.
We shouldn't have listened
Like you're drowning.
to the angst and
Yeah.
wish it could be different. Wish it was no damn place here. Oh, I shouldn't have